know, there are boats, and then there are boats. As a kid, I was always fascinated by mega yachts. Today, we're going to take you dream boating aboard a technical masterpiece. It's reputed to be the fastest motor yacht in the world.
Her name is Octopussy, and though she is related in name only to the famous Ian Fleming novel, there's more than a bit of James Bond in her soul. And it's fitting that this one-of-a-kind vessel was named after the noted Bond film because the story behind its design and fabrication is the stuff movie scripts are made of. Octopussy is a result of a friendly rivalry between two multimillionaire automobile dealers who have challenged each other in everything from high-speed sports cars to motorcycles for more than 20 years. First, one of the rivals designed and built this 110-foot beauty named Thunderball in order to beat his buddy's 105-footer called For Your Eyes Only. With a top speed of 44 knots, Thunderball took to her native waters of Miami's Biscayne Bay with a built-in title as the fastest American yacht made afloat, and the yacht wars were on. Taking up the challenge, For Your Eyes Only was sold, and a Dutch boat builder was commissioned to replace her with a yacht that would have a minimum speed of 50 knots. Octopussy is that yacht.
The engines themselves are diesel engines, triple turbocharged.
The 10,500 horsepower German-built MTUs move 3 Kamiwa water jets capable of propelling the 130-ton craft at an honest 54 knots, making it the fastest yacht of its kind in the world. Engine monitoring is effortlessly handled via video cameras that can be focused on individual dials and gauges from the ultra-high-tech wheelhouse, designed by Captain Baron K. Roll.
It looks nice to the eye, but from my point of view, it's extremely functional for at night, standard cruising or emergency situation.
Thankfully, no emergency situations came up during Octopussy's transatlantic crossing to New York shortly after her construction, and the boat's slippery, stepped hull design proved to be not only fast, but stable in open water.
Made the crossing in 13 days from Holland. I was stopped in England, in the Azores, Bermuda, to New York. Most of the time we spent at about 10 or 11 knots. We burned 55 gallons an hour at that speed. The range at continuous, that's what MTU goes by. The maximum continuous rating is 1,100 miles. And that's an average about 46 knots.
In order to achieve that kind of performance, every component selected for the vessel was chosen not only for durability, but also lightweight. Yet there's nothing aboard that could be considered austere. Octopussy boasts a luxurious master stateroom with its own head, jacuzzi, sauna, and shower, and enough closet space to hold the kind of wardrobe a busy secret agent might need on the high seas. And the 4 guest staterooms follow that theme of total luxury down to the last careful detail. After the master stateroom is the salon, with its 40-foot bar stretching across the entire 26-foot of beam. Standing there, you can almost hear Mr. Bond himself discussing latest international assignments over a very dry martini before moving on to a full-course meal in the dining salon. And for a fee, you could be standing here too, because like many yachts of this caliber, Octopussy, when it's not being used by its owner, is available for charter.
Yacht chartering is something that one can enjoy any time of year. In the summer, the Mediterranean is a lovely place with the French and Italian Rivieras, Sardinia, down to the Balearic Islands. In the winter, the Caribbean from St. Thomas down to South America offers islands that are 1 day apart. And also in the summer, you have New England.
And just what does that kind of enjoyment cost?
The kind of yacht we're standing on today is a 132-footer with 4 staterooms. She charges for $35,000 a week. After expenses, food and beverage, that's about $40,000. 4 couples, that's 8 people, could get on this boat for just $10,000 apiece. When compared to a European vacation, it's really not a lot of money, so you can really have a good time.
The replacement cost of a yacht like this one gives you an idea of why it's so expensive to charter. And with that figure skyrocketing, this boat begins to sound more like an investment than an expensive way of besting a friend. But what about that rivalry? Is it still going on? Well, Thunderball has already been moved aside by Thunderball 2, which is now in the design stages. And Octopussy? Well, she's on the auction block for a cool $9.5 million, which will help finance her replacement. A 150-foot lady called Moonraker. Wasn't it James Bond who said, "You only live twice"?